And then there was a question over here.
Yeah, Colonel Ott, are you able to talk about the nature of the training mission that those pilots were conducting at the time of the collision, why that was necessary near the airport? And then I have a follow-up for you, sir.
Okay, so the question was the nature of the training mission that the unit and pilots were flying, and I appreciate the opportunity to clarify. I will tell you this unit is based here in D.C. Their daily missions include providing support to not only Army senior leadership and Department of Defense, but also senior leaders throughout the U.S. government and other agencies. And so they fly these routes continuously. And these routes are not just military helicopter routes. They're helicopter routes for all of the agencies and organizations, of which there's probably almost 30 agencies, law enforcement, and other organizations that fly helicopters in the area. And so the FAA controls those routes, dictates the procedures, and as the specifics on the training mission that I think have already been kind of talked about is that these were two experienced, qualified pilots to fly in this local area. This is something they've done many times before, and they were simply out flying a mission that's a training mission that's required to reevaluate, just like every Army pilot does on an annual basis. You get reevaluated, re-signed off to fly in your local area. And you do that by flying the routes and the missions that you normally perform.
And given the accident, I understand the FAA has put some flight restrictions on helicopters around national. Is the Army looking at making any changes to its procedures when operating in the National Capital Region in this airspace around the airports?
As far as changes to procedures or anything, again, I would reiterate that it is the FAA that controls how helicopters transit and the routes that fly around here. And we will certainly be interested to see what, if anything, they decide to do. And then internally, the Army always looks to learn and inform ourselves on any potential changes that need to be made. But I think it's entirely probably premature, and that's what the NTSB does. They're the best in the world at digging into this and finding out what went wrong. And so when we find those facts, then we will certainly look at them hard and see what needs to be done.